Hi, I'm Chris. I've been a Time to Change champion for about 3 or 4 years now. I got involved through my local Rethink group. When we wanted to do some campaigning, we thought, why not use Time to Change's resources? It just seemed the natural step to do. In 2015, we ran one of our biggest events for World Mental Health Day. It's the biggest event we did, so we did it in partnership with our local trust, our clinical commissioning group and the council. I think that event was important for lots of reasons. We'd done lots of smaller events. We do social contact events, so people with lived experience talking to members of the public. And I think this event brought together lots of different things we'd done. So I think with lots of the events in the past, it hasn't cost anything. It's just people's time, which is valuable in itself. But to put on a really big event, we needed to hire a proper venue. We wanted to provide lunch, help people with travel costs. We didn't want people to be out of pocket. And we realised that we just couldn't do it by ourselves. And so we did a community mapping exercise to find out who we knew, who might help us. And I think that's where it really started. It made it so much easier that the contacts we'd developed over time, we could then go and speak to them and say, this is what we want to do. You know, can you help us? And if they could, how can they help? You know, some people gave support, some people gave us a bit of money, and by bringing people together, we could have a really special day. We got, I think, a few £1,000s from our local trust first, and then we went to the clinical commissioning group. And I think once you've got the support from one place, it's easier to say, would you like to get on board with us? So then we got help from the council. So I think overall it was just a little shy of about £10,000. And you know, it really went so far, and people still talk about that day today. I think the one piece of advice I'd give when planning a big event is to plan as far ahead as you can and try and find, you know, sort of the fundraising or get quotes about what you want to do and how much it's cost, so you can go to someone and say, we have a plan, this is what we'd like to do, and we can do it with your help. I think you can find that local councillors may have a budget, so if you approached a few of them, you could get a little bit of money here, you could get a little bit of money there. Lots of areas have a voluntary services organisation. It might take a while, so it's really planning ahead.